Ladies and gentlemen, today we are speaking to Jamie Lawson. Now, as you all know, we are on a 50-state tour, and we actually met Jamie in Florida, and we got to spend some quality time hanging out. And Jamie is super cool, but we were so busy doing awesome things like sunrise yoga and Jeep tours with the lid and the doors off and going to brunch and having all this fun times that there was no great opportunity to actually interview Jamie. So, Jamie, I want to welcome you to the show. I'm sitting on the back patio. It's a screen-in porch in South Carolina. And you are where?
I am in the studio in Miami, where I make all my pieces and things. So, hello from Florida.
Thank you so much for connecting with us this way, because you know what, you're doing some really cool things. You're really passionate about it. And so I wanted to talk to you. And everybody, this is Jamie Lawson, and her business is Coastal Urban Studio. Tell everybody what your passion is, Jamie.
Okay, so my passion is fashion and style and design and incorporating it into like your everyday, something you can use. Like you said, when we ride the Jeeps or go to the beach or catch brunch or anything, like something that incorporates in your lifestyle and makes you feel good. And so my background has always been design, and I've molded that into a apparel line, a fashion line. It's a very beachy lifestyle brand that I've created, Coastal Urban Studio, that sort of incorporates the vibes of the coast and easy, laid back, something you could just like throw on or layer or add to your outfit. Because I'm one of simplicity, and I'm always in like jeans and a white t-shirt or jeans and a black t-shirt, but it's like I need something else to make it not so blasé of an outfit. So I've always thrown on scarves and wraps, and so I've always, in my mind, I'm like, I wish it looked like this, I wish it looked like that, and I'm like, why don't I just create my own line of what I want to wear? I'm sure other people would be into it. So I've started from like the bolt of fabric, finishing the edges, figuring out the sizes that I think works best. And sort of made a apparel line, also like a beachy lifestyle of blankets, towels that you could take to the picnic, lay out, go catch sunset and have a beautiful blanket to sit on and things like that. So I've just sort of like expanded it into more of like a lifestyle brand, but it's all started from an apparel line.
I think that is, I'm sorry, I was having a little feedback here. Hang on one second. I think that is really neat because you took something that you knew would work for you. And they always say when starting a new business to solve a problem, right? And so you were solving your own fashion issues because you do like to dress simply, but you want to add a little bit of flair. And you have a super cool vibe anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell everybody how you took that step into creating this idea and then actually doing it, because that's part of the problem, right? People have these great ideas, but then don't act on them. So how did you get yourself to transition?
Absolutely. So I actually have an amazing family and an amazing group of friends, which are like my family. And a lot of my friends are entrepreneurial minded and are very encouraging and supportive. And they're like, hey, that's an idea. Have you seen this? Have you seen that? Try this. Like, they always inspire me, as well as my family. And my mom, who used to be a seamstress, was all about like, this fabric would be good. Let me try this. Let me go shopping for fabrics. Let me send you things. So they've always been so encouraging to let me venture out in my creative aspect by just supporting my ideas and my thoughts. And it's so great to have like soundboard to bounce ideas off of. Because I'm a single-owned business, so it's me, myself, and I, and my dog. So it's nice to have such a good group of people around that always inspire me, and from a business aspect can push me, a creative aspect push me, and things like that. So,
have you had any hesitations or challenges?
I mean, there's definitely pieces that it comes out, because each piece is created myself, and everything's different. It's like it's a piece of artwork, really. At the end of the day, there's not a machine that makes it; it's all handmade. So there's definitely pieces that I'm like, this is not what I had come out. The results aren't exactly what you want, and sometimes it works out for the better, and sometimes like I just keep working with the material and the design and how it's coming out, and it actually turns out even better. So there's challenges with like, oh, let me try these and add these two colors, and then they bleed together, and different fabrics, absorb, dyes and fibers take it different ways. So there's definitely been challenges with incorporating the look I want, the way I want, having things come out exactly right. But that's kind of fun. I mean, I enjoy that aspect of it.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm enjoying having my morning coffee with this conversation right now. I'm still in my pajamas. You're looking so pretty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I'm just in like my black little pajama t-shirt. So it's just, but I have my scarf on, so I'm all stylish.
Okay, so what do you think that you have learned about yourself through this? Now, how long have you been doing it, first of all?
Um, let's see. I guess sometime last summer, last fall, I knew I wanted to like start my own business, do something creative, something with it. Honestly, like there's one scarf I always would, when I put on an outfit and I was like, oh, I need something else. And it kind of had multicolor. It was always pretty. It was lightweight. So it's like cold, hot, whatever. It was a great layer piece. And I was like, I need this, but I need like different versions of it. So that's where it kind of started from. And so I guess last summer, last fall, I started playing around with the idea, sketching things out, doing research into different materials and fabrics, start pricing out, business aspects, website, where are you going to sell it? How are you going to market it? Like all the business aspect and the creative aspect. So I guess after the first of the year, I was like, all right, let me invest into what I need to make this happen. And so I've just really in the spring, I launched like the first line, and I'd like to do a quarterly release of a different collection of pieces, each kind of having the same look. I'm sure like winter will be a little bit different than what I do in like dead of summer and things like that. So it's going to be fun to see how it all evolves seasonally and things like that.
Well, and the super cool thing about you too is that you have a full-time job.
Oh yeah, I also work full time. That is correct.
Tell everybody what you do full-time.
Full time, I'm a project manager at an architect design firm here in Florida, which is great. I mean, bidding, estimating, oversee drawings, pull permits, manage job sites, make sure, the electrician and the plumber's on time and they show up and everything is done on time. So, I mean, that's my 9 to 5, what I do during the week. So after work, weekends, I balance the time and friends and events and things that are going on, as well as like, hey guys, I need to, I want to get this, line launched. I need to work on the fall collection. I need to work on summer this. So, and that's the thing. I'm surrounded by such supportive people that they're always like, okay, cool girl. Do you need any help? Anything I can do for you? So it's always great. But it's a balance and a juggle because eventually I would like this, take off as my full-time gig. But for now, baby steps. It'll get there eventually.
And that's what's awesome. And that's what my audience can really take away too, is that you can begin to incorporate something you truly love into your life on a part-time basis, but you're moving in a direction that you love. And I know you were so excited the other day when we were together. You're like, I'm going to look at fabrics today.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, it's fun because it's like, I enjoy it too. It's like my passion. So to me, it's not work. It's not like, man, I have to give up my Saturday to work on Coastal Urban. It's like, I'm so excited to wake up on a Saturday, grab my cup of coffee and like play with the ideas that I've bounced off during the week and things because I have time to really sit down and, work it out and things like that.
Yeah, I definitely know how that feels because as a writer, I was like, I get the whole day Saturday to work on my novel kind of thing.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
So what do you think you have learned about yourself through this?
I've learned to just, sometimes I can think on an idea and I think, but it's like, you could have made it by now. You could have done it by now. Just like do it and move on. Try it. Why not try it? Just, because I've done a lot in my life to where sometimes I hesitate to just like try it. You might fail. You might be great, whatever. But this has pushed me to be like, okay, I'm going to try. I'm going to put these colors together. I'm going to try this fabric. I'm going to try this size. I'm going to, because like Instagram, social, like I am my own marketing department as well. So it's like, I don't know what pictures people are going to like. I don't know what pictures I should post, how many, how this, how that. So it's like I've really pushed myself to really just bite the bullet, and just try things, do it. It may not work, it may not work, but, why not give it a try? So I've learned to just, try it, why not? What are you going to lose kind of aspect sort of pushes me to be like, okay, like, it, what have I got to lose? The thing is like nothing. So why not?
I think that's the perpetual problem of the entrepreneur as well. Having to be every department in your business, having skill in some things and lacking in others, right?
Absolutely. Like my website, I built my website. So Now I'm a website developer.
Right, right. Okay, so I always tell people, I'm all about envision, explore, execute. So, like for you, did you envision yourself becoming a fashion designer? I mean, when you first said, I'm going to start putting this out for sale, did you see yourself in that light or no?
No. And that's funny because a lot of my friends, and I live in Miami, so it's very like fashion, fashion, fashion. And people are like always like dressed to the nines and look so good. And I'm so like jeans and a t-shirt kind of girl and some flip-flops. Like I'm so not super fashion. So to do something in apparel and like in the clothing industry and things, it's like where do I even see myself there? But a year ago I would have been like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. But here I am and actually, doing it successfully and really enjoying it. So it's funny what you don't see yourself doing. Sometimes is exactly what you do.
I started doing my podcast and I really did not see myself as a talk show host. Even though I was interviewing people all the time, I just didn't see myself as that. And then I'm like, no, actually, that's exactly what you are, though. That's what you're doing. So it's funny.
Yeah.
So then, to explore what it would take, what was the first thing that you did to explore what it would take?
Oof. I actually researched sort of my niche of what I'm doing. Who's doing it? Is anyone out there doing it? Do I have the abilities and the mindset and the motivation to do it? Because I'm one of those people, like, I'm dedicated. Like, if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, with 120%. I'm not just going to, like, half do something or kind of put in some energy and effort and hope it works out. Like, I want to dedicate time and effort. So it's like I had to explore, like, how bad do I want it and push myself. And it's like, here I am, and it's like I love it. So I'm glad I've explored how much passion I really have behind it. And to see that actually, at least I do have the passion. Because some people have ideas and they try it and then it dies out, or a month later it's too hard, takes up too much time. But when you want something bad enough, it works out.
So then to execute that first step, what was the first step you took for execution?
Ooh, I bought fabric and dyes and it went from there. Because as I started, it's like, oh, I need more like hangers, I need more racks, I need more, all sorts of things. So it's, I think plunging in and investing in like the materials that I need to produce it was really the like, all right, you're doing it. Like if you're gonna, put down this money for it, you're serious. You're working towards something. You've thought about it enough because, I think about things and make sure it's what I can put 120% into before I say yes.
So what's your favorite item that you've made?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard because I'll make it. I'm like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like
Yeah. The last one you made, probably, right?
exact. Actually, the last one I made came out really, really well. And actually, my friend Erica, she is going to Bali next week, and she had this skirt, and it's white, and she wants to wear it, but it's sort of thin. I think it's meant to really be over like a bikini or something. But she's like, can you do something with this skirt to so I can just wear it in Bali, and it's like not so see through and things like that. So I've had friends also give me pieces, and they're like, what can you do with it? I like this color and this color. Do what you can. So I actually just finished a piece for her, which came out beautiful, honestly. It's like orange and turquoise and so Bali. It's very Bali now. So even things like that, like just custom pieces people want to do as well is fun. Pushes me in a different direction. It's like, okay, it's a skirt. Let's see what I can do with that.
You know what's awesome about that is I think that would really help you creatively designing, because if you're like, hey, I created this from something that was already started, but turned it into something else that became yours, which could become your fashion line if you like it and the person you made it for likes it, right? You could start making that.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I do love turquoise. It's my favorite color. So for me, I guess that's one of my challenges is like not every piece can be turquoise, Jamie. Like venture outside to like turquoise with circle. But it's coastal, so it always, has that like beachy vibe to it. But probably my favorite would be something with turquoise on it.
So what would you suggest to my audience in your closing advice about pursuing passions?
Like do it. Like why not? Like what's holding you back from pursuing your passions? Figure out your schedule, figure out how much time and energy you can put into it, and do a little bit. Because if you're not doing what you're passionate about, if you don't do what you love and you're not working on something that, you know, who knows how big this could be or how long I'll do this for and things like that. So, you know, follow your passions because that's what's going to be the most successful in life. If you're just doing, you know, monotonous things or what you think you should be doing, but you're not happy and you're not passionate about it, then what are you doing? So following what you're passionate about is the only way to live, really. I mean, other than that, I mean, what are you doing? So.
I say the same thing. What else are you doing? You
Yeah.
know? And if we're not enjoying life, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and I love what you just said about you don't know how big it could be.
Yes.
And you know, you could take that on many levels too, meaning how big it can be, let's say financially successful or something like that, or how big it could be to you just to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it means something to you, like it's not like a popularity thing. It's not a, you know, who knows if I'll ever be on Fashion Week or something like that. But for me, it's like I want to start here because I know I could do like this much, and then I'll grow from there. Because I obviously have like a business plan as to like where I want to be in 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, and work towards those goals. So it's like I set myself short-term goals and long-term goals because, I mean, owning your own business, I mean, it can be overwhelming because it's a whole business. It's a lot going on. So it's like you need to just sort of not overwhelm yourself and sort of break it down into realistic goals, I think helps as well. And then also there's a designer out there that really inspires me, Samantha Willis. She's a jewelry designer. And she is so like, she's I mean, huge, successful, flies all over the world. Everyone, celebrities buy her jewelry and things. But she's so humble and she posts things and says like 5 years ago, I was $50,000 in debt in a studio that I could no longer pay rent the next month, like crying, making jewelry because she had orders, but she, you know, she was barely making ends meet. And she's like, but look where it got me. So it's like, it's not going to be easy. It's not just like this fun joyride. Otherwise, everybody owned their own business yesterday, you know? So things like that. Sometimes I go back to her and I'm like, you know, of a tough day or something, or I'm not feeling super inspired. I'm like, let me go back and see Samantha because she's, I mean, it's very, you got to surround yourself with people who inspire you and, you know, follow other people's stories because a lot of people post the positive, but it's nice when somebody also is like, not every day is, you know, sunshine and perfect. So.
No, but the best part of that is because, you know, I've had a lot of those days that are not sunshine and perfect in what I'm doing. And the best part of it is, though, if you stop and look at what you're doing and compare it to what you used to be doing when this wasn't in your life, it's like, man, I'm happy.
Yes. And that's like, I mean, isn't that all what we want is just to be happy and enjoy what we do? So just keep moving. Yeah, you just keep moving and motivate yourself every day to just, you know, do the next step, take the next step.
That's awesome. And I'm going to make you a part of our private Facebook group too, so we can get people to connect with you that way as well. But that is so awesome. And I wish you, Jamie, the best of luck because you have such a cool vibe and you really are authentic in the creations that you make because you love them. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. This has been great.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
And I talk to you, 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 and we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate, we